It's Sunday evening, January 24th, and I'm going to do a very quick video tonight. Hello, traders. We've got a couple of good football games on that I want to watch. Let's get our market bearings. Let's see if we can find a trade to put on Monday. Actually, we're not going to be looking for a trade for Monday because I don't like where the market is right now. I feel there's a chance for a blow-off market rally if the $1.9 trillion stimulus plan goes through. We've got mega cap tech earnings coming up this week. I think until all those tech companies have announced, which will be about a week and a half from now, the market bid remains strong with the potential to maybe blow through and get to SPY 400. Wow, that would be quite a move, and that would be a buying climax with a potential very nasty backside. So it's a very tricky market right now. So I want to go through and take a look at a couple of searches that might help us find some bearish picks, because I do feel that once this rally, if we break through the upper band here, is going to see some selling pressure. There are a lot of stocks that have been boom, 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 moving higher and higher. I feel they're overpriced. Some of them are going parabolic. So I don't want to be doing any swing trades on those. So let's take a look. Let's see if we've got anything that looks interesting on the short side. Eventually, we'll need to be able to look at those searches. So we might as well get into the practice of looking for some trades there. So the caveat to doing any bearish trades is you must have a technical market breakdown. Market first, market first, market first. This is the first line of support, and it's a good one. Comes into play right around SPY 372. I'm going to go down to that 50-day moving average. This is an 11-year bull market rally. This is a 10-month bull market rally. We want to make sure that there is a nice big crackdown, and it could happen in a day, just like those bars right there. So until we break this upward sloping trend line right here and close below it and challenge that 50-day moving average, you should not attempt any overnight swings. But let's say that that happened. Now all of a sudden, market conditions have changed, and I need to find a bearish trade. How do we do that? Well, we go into custom search. I'm going to be looking for good option liquidity. I'm going to use my earnings date previous search. I want to find companies that have announced earnings and that have had a negative reaction to that earnings announcement. Those should have some really good downside momentum. And I'm going to click week relative to the S&P 500 on a daily basis. And let's see what we come up with. Pretty big list to knock through. I don't want to try and tackle that, so I'm going to add stock below prior days, stock below prior days low. That reduces it pretty dramatically. Let's also go stock below 20-day moving average. That's a nice little list that we can click through right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this off to the side, and I'll just click through these search results, and we'll take a look at some stocks and see if there's anything that looks particularly interesting to us. You'll have to excuse me, we're updating data. We've got 2 data points here. So this is what the chart actually looks like. You can see a horizontal breakdown, a breakdown below the 50-day moving average. Stock was very weak on Friday. Yes, I think AA is probably a good candidate to continue to move lower. Letter C, Citigroup. The banks have not been doing well since reporting earnings. There you can see there's the breakout. It's testing that breakout. Still too early to call this a good short. If we see follow through selling to that 50-day moving average and we're below this horizontal support, I think C is probably not a bad looking short candidate. Nice downward sloping trend line here. This is CCL, Carnival Cruise. You can see major horizontal support right here. Can't short that until it gets through $19. CSX, I am short this. You've got a downward sloping channel right here. They had a nice little breakout, and then immediately the stock reverses. Earnings after the close, blows through the 50-day, long candle closing on its low and closing below this horizontal support. I believe it's going to have an easy path down to the lower end of this trading channel right here, which puts it at about the 100-day moving average. Yes, I like CSX as a short. If you take a short position and the market hasn't broken down, please don't send me an email and say, Pete, I got short because you told me to buy some puts on CSX. No, I didn't. I told you, watch the market. We need to have the market breakdown. Right now, we're going through the exercise of looking for stocks that might set up well on the short side. That's all we're doing right now. And DAL, let's see that. Airline, still compressing, nothing good there for us. Choppy stock in FAST. Here you've got Halliburton. I believe that the energy stocks are going to be weak. Really nice horizontal support level right here. What do you do with that? You click GTC, click on that candle right there, draw your horizontal support line. If that support is broken, it's below the 50-day moving average, and I'm going to get a pop-up alert on that one. So yes, HAL and I think other energy stocks actually look like they could be pretty good shorts. IBM, breakdown through major technical support at all the major moving averages and horizontal support here at about 2150. I think IBM continues to go down. Look at this. There's another earnings gap right here. A means after the close. That's the first day that the stock had after it announced earnings through all the major moving averages, and there's what it did afterwards. So perhaps we see a repeat performance from IBM. IBM looks weak to me. PG, that's a weak one too. You can see how it broke through the 200-day moving average on Friday. There's your earnings before the open. Not good. Yes, this would probably be a good shorting candidate as well. PG, Procter Gamble. STT, that still has to get down through the 50-day moving average. Choppy stock, failed breakout. Not my favorite. It's also got a little upward sloping trend line. Here's STX, bullish hammer. You can see they tried to sell it, found support here, rallied all day, closed right at that 50-day moving average or close to it. I think STX is still okay, but you can put a horizontal alert line right here. And if the stock trades below it at any time, you're going to know about it because you're going to get that pop-up. Finally, UNP. Another one where you get the bullish hammer here above the 50-day moving average. There's your breakout. Stock pops on that news. That is a failed breakout now because it did not hold. Pretty soft on Friday, but closing near its high of the day. The market also rebounded on Friday, so the stock followed the market back up. Let's take a look at the price action Friday for the S&P 500, and then we'll be able to kind of draw that relationship. So S&P 500 opens here, spends the entire day rallying, last minute selling in that last bar, brings it back down into the range. But overall, drop and rally. So it's not surprising that some of these weak stocks did close near their high of the day. We want to see the stocks that closed near their low of the day. So CSX, I think, set up really well. You can see how it closed on its low of the day. Big volume here also. AA, that one also closed on its low of the day. Not a big mover. IBM was another one that I think could set up well for a short. And then finally, we had PG. So those are some nice looking shorts. See, it did not take us long at all. We used custom search to find these. But again, market first, market first, market first. We're riding out our remaining 5 bullish put spreads. We've got 3 that'll expire this Friday, 2 that'll expire a week from Friday. Those are in decent shape right now. We need the market to kind of hold up, and we'll be able to generate income off of those while still giving us some cushion, some breathing room. Also, because they're very short-term out of the money bullish put spreads, time decay is constantly working in our favor. But once those spreads expire, I'm not really looking to add a lot of positions on right now. Yesterday, Saturday, I released my weekly swing trading video on YouTube to the public where I highlighted a lot of different metrics that we use to gauge the market. And I see some real dark clouds out there, some concerns. I believe that the upside rewards are much smaller than the downside risks right now. If you're a nimble trader, I think that you can look for that breakout above the upper band, possible buying climax in the course of the next week and a half on the heels of good mega cap tech earnings. But if you are nimble, you better be taking profits because the backside could be very nasty and there could be a nice shorting opportunity for day traders and very short-term swing traders. For longer-term swing traders, our best bet is not to do anything, not to try and get cute, but to wait for that market pullback and then to reload our out-of-the-money bullish put spreads. By that time, more companies will have announced earnings. Huge week of earnings coming up right now. This will be the climax of earnings. Let the dust settle. Let's see which companies react well to the earnings announcements, which ones react poorly to them. In a couple of weeks, if the market comes in, we'll also be able to gauge relative strength, and then we will be ready to strike and reload our bullish put spreads. That's what I've got for you tonight. Hope you had a great weekend. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on your notifications so that you never miss any of these videos. This is how we're going to be finding bullish trades and bearish trades using custom search. Thank you. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.